Hi everyone, welcome back to Stationeers. We're on planet Venus, and this is episode 27. So now that we've got a big power array and a lot of power storage, we've almost finished it. We'll finish it this episode. Um, it's now time to solve some of the little problems that I've been ignoring this whole time. One of them is the CO2 percentage in this room has dropped to below 5% now. These plants might not be happy, or they are happy, but it's getting worse and worse as we go. So we don't need to address it just yet, but very soon we will have to address it. What I might do is change the CO2 percentage from 40% to 30% so that the CO2 level goes up. And this episode, what we'll do is we'll get a nitrogen tank in place. We've got 28 liters of water, 28.8, although I'm about to fill up 2 water bottles because we're about to drink one of these things. Okay, and that's done. And so now we're like 25.8, unless my math is wrong. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that, and there. So we'll get a nitrogen tank, and we'll drop the percentage to 30% for oxygen, and that'll get the CO2 percentage up higher, 25.8. Okay. So that's one problem we're going to solve. There are bigger problems, though, that need to be addressed. So we'll get the tank in place. Next episode, maybe we'll get the filtration machine up and running, and we'll pull out the nitrogen from this room. I've been creating water, by the way, so I'm going to turn that off now because we're about to leave. And, yep, okay. We'll empty our waste tank as well while we're at it. Now, the bigger problems, we'll get to them in a second. Okay, let's empty this thing as well while we're here. Okay, cool. That's good enough. Well, that's about as best as I can get. Okay, so I've made a filter, a new filter. The old filter can join his friend over here, ready to be recycled one day. Here's another annoying little problem, the chute problem. I'm going to get these chutes ready. Okay, I've created a bunch of stuff, a bunch of flat wall. I'm going to need a lot more normal walls actually, so we'll well, actually we want more flat walls too, but we'll get normal walls for now. I'm going to need a lot more cables too, so I've made some cables, but this is not enough. Okay, another issue that needs to be addressed is the manual storm collection. I want it to be automatic, and what I want to do is I want to add a tank to this system here. We've got a line going out to a heat exchanger connecting to our pollutants. I'll just pull a tank. I'll just pull a pipe off that line, and we'll expand the capacity of this thing. I mean, I'd love to get a tank on all of these things, but I definitely want a tank on this one here as well. So this has got our water collection going on at the moment, 700 degrees. But yeah, the pressure in here, I want to be able to expand how much water we can hold in this system here. Now, we're probably going to have to check the roof for that. Whereabouts is it going to be? It's going to be up there somewhere, isn't it? So if we just shove a pipe straight through the roof, we can't. It's blocked by a cable at the moment. Oh, I was going to expand it this way, but instead, we just got to figure out. Yeah, there's nowhere I can pull a pipe for this system here. I don't know. We can add 2 utilities to it at least. Maybe that's what we should do. We need to get the silicon out of this machine here. That's annoying. All our resources rolling away. We'll just stand here to block them. And oh, we should merge those as well. Okay. There's another problem. Our resources are in parts, so we'll merge these. And I think there's an electrum here, an electrum there, so we'll merge those. And we'll get the solder back up here. Okay, silicon and steel, and we'll get 4 utilities. And, okay, cool. Well, so yeah, we can't really get a tank on there. I do want to get a tank on there, but we really can't. So we'll just go with the 4 utilities. We have got some tanks over here somewhere. We've got 2 tanks. Oh, our hydrogen tank is also something that needs to be addressed as well. I assume it's empty by now. It should be. There's a lot of walls. Now I want to get a lot of plastic now. That could join the walls we already have. It's okay. We'll put them in place. Oh, I made some more flat walls. I'm gonna need more of those as well. We want 4 utilities. Okay, so one more. Then we'll pull the silicon out and we can go ahead and shove it in our machine and just make a bunch of plastic. Okay, there's 4 utilities and there's the silicon. Oh, we had some silicon here that could make plastic as well. There's 500 silicon there. Oh god, how much silicon do we have? Okay. Plastic, please. Okay, and we'll chuck that in there. We'll put that up in there. We've got some gold here as well. That can be merged with this gold here. We've only got 25 gold. I need to go mining for gold. We'll leave this stuff out for now. Actually, no, we won't. We won't. I need sensors. Okay, so at the very least, we can increase the capacity of this thing here. So that's our water system. It's not ideal. I'd rather get a tank on here, but this will help a lot. I think it'll greatly reduce the pressure of this thing. Okay, cool. Okay, we've got Constantan there. That was for making filters. That's right. And silver can go there, and the steel can go up there. That's right. And sensors. Let's go kit sensors. I want a couple of these. One for our water system. Well, one for our storm collection, sorry. And I also want to make a proximity sensor as well, because I've been meaning to get one of those for our beacon. But we'll try and solve one problem at a time. Okay. So that will go there. This will go outside. We're going to do this and this and this, and yeah, we'll grab these cables here. We'll grab those actually. We're making plastic in this machine. Okay, so stop there. Oh, too late. Okay, stop. It's not like we're not going to use it. It's not really that big a problem. Okay, we've got a lot of plastic. We'll put 50 plastic there. We'll put another 29 or whatever it is in here. And that extra wall that we have. Yeah, kit walls. So we've got walls and flat walls. So we'll put this extra wall in here. And our tanks are going to go here along with a bunch of pipes. And what about our hydrogen collection? I think we can get an extra tank here. We need a hydrogen tank. We need 2 other tanks as well. Yeah, this is done. Fantastic. And it wasn't done earlier. We can put this away. We can rip this tank up. And we can improve these pipes a little bit, which are a little bit on the dodgy side. So we'll push all this hydrogen back into the tank. Let's stick our head through the wall and just see what's going on there. And I want to connect my hydrogen tank to our greenhouse line. So that's a bit of a fiddly problem as well. Okay, well we don't need this anymore. Well, we never used it. I'd rather go off that line there. So loop, and we'll run this over here. And we want to connect this all the way down to our hydrogen tank over there somehow. It's not really oriented correctly, but okay, we'll figure it out. We'll just stick this through the wall like this, and then we'll figure it out when we get out there. Okay, so here's another problem. There's supposed to be walls here, and those walls are supposed to have monitors and things on them, but I can't have this cable sticking out like this. So when we go upstairs to finish our batteries, we need to also figure out how to orient this cable differently. and that. There we go. And let's do that right now, actually. We got another tank to play with. That's good. We need one for the nitrogen and one for the yeah. There's three tanks I think we need to put out there. I thought I had to make a tank, but I guess not. We'll put this thing back here. You see, what's going on here? Oh, I got iron there. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a moment. So I want to increase the capacity of, where is it? This stuff here. Okay, that's almost 30 megapascals. This is where our water goes after after it finishes the first stage of cooling. It then moves into here, the second stage, where it cools right down. But this is not enough to hold it all. So what I want to do is I want to get a tank outside, and yeah, like that, and connect that up to an actual tank. And I want to increase the capacity of this thing here as well and make that onto a tank. So we're going to add a tank to that. This is the 170 degree, the 170 degree part of our cooling system, and that connects to a heat exchanger, connecting to our pollutant cooling. So that has pollutant cooling on it, trying to keep it cool. It's also where all our degassing furnace gases go as well, into that. So I need to increase the capacity of this. And that'll share once it gets really high, it'll share its capacity with this. But every time I pull CO2 out of here, this gets drained, and then everything else moves across. So it'll clean itself up after a while. So yeah, we really want to go outside, and we want to put down 3 tanks, connect them up, name them, and I want to once and for all fix this mess up as well. I don't want these chutes going like this. If anything, we can kind of fix up some of them now. I want this to go straight up, and I want this out of the wall. And well, we'll go straight up from here, and we'll be able to see it from outside, and then we can clean it up and run it over here. If we run it across like this, we can still run underneath it. This is a problem though. We can't go all the way to the top. Well, we can. We can. Okay, cool. Yep, that's not a problem. We just need more chutes now. Gosh, more chutes. Give me those. And well, I know where we can get more chutes from. There's another issue that needs solving. Okay, anyway, we'll do this. And oh, we can't. Okay, well, I'd rather run it along the wall. So, like this, in front of our solar logic. Okay, and we can fix the rest of this up.
Hydration critical.
When we get outside. Now, yeah, there are other chutes. This thing here is, I'm going to just prune it all the way back to the wall. And we'll just have an outlet that just sticks out of the wall. Oh, why do they only stack in 10s? So this thing here is going to be just an outlet that goes not like that, not like that, like that. And it just, things just jut out of the wall. So we've got to fix that thing. We can do that right now on our way up with all this stuff here. And we have to fix that cabling as well that I disconnected. And another thing that I didn't do, so before I get onto that chute, I have to go up one more level anyway to fix that chute. I never reconnected this stuff here. Okay, so that cable that was wrong, it's going to mess me up because I need to connect the orange cables up, and that's going to be hard. I'm going to have to jut an orange cable underneath the floor here and send that across and up as well. So there's some ugly stuff that's going to happen with the cabling. Right now, though, we're just solving one problem at a time. Oh, and that light. Okay, we'll get to there in a second. There's a light down there. I think there's a cable. Yeah, I can see it. It's down there. We'll get it. This is supposed to connect to the rest of my lights. That was a straight, wasn't it? Yeah. This cable here is supposed to connect to our light system uh, upstairs. So there's another problem which I kind of just left ignored. We'll deal with that right now, and then we'll figure out this chute issue, and we'll just head up, and yeah, and we'll just connect it up to these lights here. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, so that problem's solved. Now the chute problem needs solving. It's just, okay, okay, so there's a T-junction here. So we just need to connect that and that in a T-junction, and it connects into there. So let's get a T-junction ready. Junction, and we'll figure out how to connect it. So no, that's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. No. What about this? That'll work. Okay, and then we go down there, and we go down here, and there, and then this one wriggles across. Okay, okay, I got worried then. I thought I ran out of chutes, and I have to go get more of them. Okay, and there we go. We've fixed that problem. Chute problem solved. Now we have to place our last battery down. We still haven't finished this room yet, and we still have to get lighting in this room at some point. Okay, there's our final battery, and our welder is in the orange. Okay, we need to buff this welder battery up as well. I might just leave this sitting out like this so that we can see it. And there we go. Connect that. Okay, the final battery is in place, and we can get rid of that annoying frame. Replace it with a wall. Okay, that's good. And there we go. Okay. Now, the issue here with the cabling is that I disconnected this one. We can connect this one straight to that one. And then we have to find out how to connect those oranges to the other oranges. Okay, so we disconnect these. We reconnect that. And this can just, well, it doesn't have to go down like this. Oh, I have to rip up a floor. I can't be bothered ripping up a floor. I'll rip it up later if it's necessary. It might not ever be necessary. Okay, so that connects to our orange system, which connects to our transformers. But these currently not. These are not outputting to anything. And maybe we just run it under the floor and over here. Maybe we do it all the way down the end here. And we just shove a cable straight down. And we just run a cable underneath. And we connect to this one here. Okay, we have to figure out how to do that. Okay, well let's do that now. Haven't even started on my storm collection yet. Too busy solving all these other things. Now we need to connect that one to that one. We can just go along the wall, I think. Oh, there we go. And yeah, we'll just go along the wall here. That's fine. We can't go up there because our cables, that's where the power comes in, and it connects all the backs of our batteries up, so it has to be down one. So we come down here, we go there, and there we go. The orange cables are connected, and all the datas should be connected, so that power percentage on the monitor down there should be accurate. And we're at 20% power, and dropping because it's nighttime. I need to get more wind turbines up there. We don't need any more orange cables for the time being. Now, since this is done, we can now actually flat wall this. We can get these walls Yeah, two-tone. We can just cover all this up. Oh, no, we can't. I forgot to do this. We want to just connect this straight into, it doesn't matter how we do it. Yeah, it does matter how we do it. There's only one way to do it. We have to go straight and then around. Okay. Cool. Okay, now all data. Now that percentage down there is correct. And we want to just go back to flat walling. There we go. And yeah, we'll save these. And cover up the evidence. There we go. And we can make more progress on this thing here. We can get these two walls in place. And there's supposed to be a door here, right there. And that's fine. We've got that system set up. Okay, there's supposed to be a wall here actually. There's actually supposed to be a lot of walls all over the place that aren't in place, like all the way along here, for instance. This is all supposed to be walled. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And these are supposed to be walled as well. I don't think we want to do that yet. I have to fix the power cable line. There's another annoying problem that has been plaguing me for a while, and I've just like gone, oh, this is too difficult to figure out right now. I'll do it later. And that's this power line here. I don't want mainline power. Oopsies, there's a cable there. I don't want mainline power going along this line here. I need this line. What I need to do is find a way to run it, along here or something. Um, but I want to move this further this way so it gets more of my greenhouse. Maybe I want to run this thing, I don't know, place it in here or something. And I want to get a proximity sensor somewhere in here, maybe in this little gap here, something like that. What have we got there? A junction? Does that connect down to anything? No. Um, this cabling can be done differently. What about this one? This is a straight. That can be done differently. And what's that? That's a four-way corner, so that goes down. I'm just thinking we can dramatically improve things if we run this here and run that there. This is a five-way junction, so it goes down. Okay, and now it's a four-way. Okay, so that's all reconnected and correct. This logic here is another thing that's wrong. This needs to be ripped up and reversed, but not as pressing as the other things. The storm collection is what I want to get to, but we're not quite there yet. We're still working on that power stuff. So the power stuff is fine. That's good. We just need to change this cable, and I'm thinking maybe we just wriggle it around here, all the way down this line. And maybe bunny hop over top of these cables. I mean, if we fix these cables, it won't be a big problem. But I think we're going to have to do a bunny hop no matter what. Um, yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, I think we're going to have to fly no matter what we do. I don't know. There's probably a way to move to wriggle this cable around, but it might take me too long to figure it out. Um, there we go. Can we can't put a cable there. Oh no, there's a, okay, can we put a cable there? No, yeah, we can't, because that will merge it. Okay, we'll do this. And yeah, we'll run mainline power like this, down here like this, and we'll run it along there. And if our mainline power runs along this line instead of along this line, that would be very good. So we'll we'll connect it up, and then we'll disconnect it here, and that way there's no disruption to our power. I think I am about to disrupt power. That's a three-way junction, so that can be just changed with a single one. Oh, I haven't. What am I doing? I did disrupt it. I haven't made this connection yet. And we'll go this way, and we'll go that way. And okay, now it's reconnected. And we want to rip up this transmitter, and we want to move this thing over more centralized. There, that'll do. We'll turn that on, and we'll get this thing connected up, back up again, and there we go. Okay, we got battery power coming in now, and yeah, it's not perfect. We still have to deal with all of that. I want to move that across one, but we have to go outside to do that. So what we'll do is we'll just reconnect it like this, and at least that's half the problem solved. And the other half of the problem we'll have to do another time. We'll have to get that figured out another time. But I do want to, I don't know, maybe if we leave a cable sticking out like this, we'll figure out what we're supposed to do with that later on. Or I could just expand the base out there, and then we'll be able to see it. Okay, we've half solved that problem. And now there's more space. I can run a line down here, which is something I want to do. I want to connect. Well, do I want to connect it like that, or do I want to run it like? Do I run it, down the edge? This here is my airlock. This light here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But basically, if we have we have this line here, we can set up a proximity sensor, and we can put it all the way out to here. That's kind of what I was angling at. I want a proximity sensor in the middle of my base for my beacon, so I don't have to pull a switch, and I don't keep forgetting to pull the switch anymore. There we go, and we can, yeah, so the way it works is if I set the radius to, say 4, that's green, right? And if I get too far away, see it goes, yep, so right here is a distance of 4. And, you know, and I can set that to 7. It's still green, it's still green, it's still, oh, okay, I didn't get out of range. But if I change it to maybe 6, can I get out of its range? Yeah, look, it's just gone gray. Green, gray, green, gray. And I want this proximity sensor to be like 4 times that amount, you know, something like 25 or something. 24, 25, something like that. So that when I'm 25 away from this sensor, then stuff happens. Or when I come within 25 of the sensor, stuff happens. Like my lights in my base will turn on as I get close to my base. And when I get away from my base, my beacon turns on. Something like that. So getting this here is very useful. Anyway, we've got lots of other problems that need to be addressed. This problem solved. Yeah, I need to get outside and do stuff. How are we going with the current batch of water? Oh, it's done. It's gone into stage 2, and now it's moved its way into stage 3. It's 93 degrees. It's 8.78 liters, so you're about 8.8 liters, maybe more. Yeah, more than 8.8 liters, about to join our 25.4 liters. So that's nice. Big batch of water. How's our CO2 looking? It looks okay at the moment. We're at 35% health, so I'm going to eat and drink before I go outside and try and solve all these other problems. So we're going to be putting down 3 tanks, one for nitrogen, one for our water cooling, and one to increase our 170 degree cooling part of our cooling system. We're going to put an outside sensor, temperature sensor out, and we're going to work on those chutes and try and fix them. It'd be nice if we could also figure, oh, we've got another batch of, oh, there's another, what have we got? We've got 400, there's 800 charcoal here. I can get a solar generator up, and we can generate a lot of power of all this charcoal. So this is, okay, this is nowhere near the next step. So we could take this opportunity right now to get the hydrogen tank prepared to be connected to our greenhouse line. And I would actually like to do something with these chutes as well, like stick them up into the ceiling, and we need more chutes. Yoink. Get these up into the ceiling like this, and have them, I don't know, we can just have them drop down here somewhere. So yeah, an outlet that drops down like this, and we'll just have them drop in the middle of the floor. I can even put some railings here if I want to, and we can we can do it like that. But I want that up like that, and I want this up like that, and we'll connect those chutes across the top somehow. I'll do that when I go outside. I don't know if I have enough chutes. That's 5, 5, 10 chutes. Well, I know I'm fixing this system as well, which might require it might require a couple of chutes for that. I probably don't have enough. Let's just get more chutes. Let's just make absolutely sure we've got everything we need when we go out there. Basic chutes. I'm going to eat and drink first, obviously. Okay, and yeah, so, oh, yeah, here's another issue that needs solving. Okay, solved. Good. We've got one glass. Why do we have a single piece of glass? What did I rip glass off of? I don't know what I ripped glass off of, but I would like to set up a door so I could use that glass. But I've pulled glass off of something, and it's sitting there. Yeah, I can't for the life of me figure out where this glass came from. But yeah, I do actually want to put a door here, if we can. Yeah, there's a light there. I was just looking at that thinking, oh no, but no, there was no problem. It worked. We can get this here. We can crowbar this thing here. Okay, and we can connect that to power. And now our power room has a powered door. Awesome. Come on. There we go. And we can enter our power room. I just gotta get lighting in here next, and then we're good. Okie dokie. And the flat walls, I mean, I want to put flat walls all over the place actually. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can fix here. Now we're churning out chutes right now, so we'll put a stop to that. Oh, we ran out of iron? Are you kidding me? Don't I have a ton of it? Yeah, I got 400 of it. Where did that iron come from? Okay, well, we've got plenty of chutes to deal with all those issues there. These flat walls, we'll just shove these down here for now, and I might. Oh yeah, we've got a single wall there. We've got a bunch more plastic there. We'll keep that with us. We'll put the sheets in there. We could do some kind of base expansion. I could add a second active vent for storm cooling. So yeah, storm cooling, that requires logic. And we're going to need, what are we going to need for this? Let's see if we can figure it out. So I want to put it along this wall here. I don't know if we've got the room. Don't know where my furnace. Okay, we should be able to connect to this line here and not cause any problems. In fact, we can go ahead and clean this wall up now. We're going to need a reader to read the tank, which I believe I disconnected ages ago. I actually want that connected. We're going to be using this tank. Where is it? There it is. And we want to move this over to here and connect it up. I think our active vent is there. Okay, yeah, and we're going to use this line here to power our logic, which is going to do our storm cooling. So I've got 2% health. I better deal with that first. Okay, cool. Let's just get out of here. Get in here. Take our helmet off. Drink a little bit of water. We're fine. Okay, let's just get a helmet. Get a baked potato. We should take our full suit off so our hygiene increases while we're doing this. Really munching through these potatoes. Okay, there we go. Now we need water as well. So let's get up to like 75 or something like that. 73, that sounds good to me. Is there anything we need to address in here? CO2 level 6% and dropping rapidly. But it's going to change rapidly every time I open this airlock door. But yeah, it's okay at the moment. It's not pressing, but it'd be nice to get that nitrogen tank down so we don't have to worry about it. This is off, right? Yeah. We got so much oxygen, it's crazy. Okay, a little bit more food in us, and then our suit back on, and yeah, we've got plenty of oxygen. We're fine. We're going to need to put waste tanks in us before we go anywhere. Let's empty the waste tank we currently have. Okay, there we go, and that's done. And okay, just thinking, what else do we need here? We need to read the tank pressure. We need to read the outside temperature. We need to write to the active vent. Okay, and we need to compare the outside temperature. Oh, we can't put it there because we can't get a cable there. Oh, yeah, we'll have to put it up there. Hopefully there's nothing in the ceiling that interferes with us. It doesn't look like it. And then we need to compare the outside temperature. Okay, and lastly, and we need a gate because it's an and. It's only when both conditions are true. Oh, can we get a cable through there? Yeah, we can. That's fine. And then lastly, we need 2 memories. One, yeah, so we can put one there. We need one more memory. We need two values to compare it to. One's comparing it to pressure, and one's comparing it to temperature. That's not a memory. That's a memory. There we go. I knew the memory was next to the IO in the arrow list, so we'll get that as well. And look, okay, and this is going to allow us to automate our storm collection, which will be much more effective once we get that extra tank on. We get an extra tank onto here. The storm cooling will collect a heck of a lot more than it normally would. It'll work its way through the system. Okay, and this is what we want. Okay, and yep, so the gate is the AND gate, so that when both conditions are true, we can, let's just do that, and get into there, and go there, and we'll have to go into there, and go there. Connect the holes, that's the game we're playing here. Connect the holes. Actually, we need this to go up and around. Same with this one. And we want to connect one there, one there, one there, and this one here is going that way. And then we just want a straight cable to connect all of them up. Oh, running out of cables. Well, I knew we would use a lot of logic. Okay, so all 4 holes, they connect along the bottom. All 4 holes connects along the bottom. All 4 holes, yep, connects along the bottom. Connects to there, that's the writer. We also need to do the 2 readers as well. And okay, and now we just have to name them and then set them, and then we'll be good. Okay, anyway, let's do our outside stuff. There's a lot more stuff I need to logic out, but we need to get a move on with this stuff. We need to get the 3 tanks down. We have a lot of piping to do. We have to put an outside temperature on, yeah, we probably need more cables. I know I just made a ton of them, but let's just get a few more just to be safe. Cable coil, there we go. I'm actually thinking I do want to have a locker right there. I think, is that backwards? Is that backwards? It's hard to tell. Okay, and there, we can put a locker there. We can store stuff in it. That looks nice and neat to me. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, so we'll just get a bunch of cables just to make sure that we have the ability to hook these tanks up that we want to hook up. I know where the glass came from. It came from here. Oh boy. I don't want to fill this with hydrogen. That would be really bad. Okay, I'm like, where did that glass come from? Oh well, I'll use it. I should have looked more carefully. Okay, it doesn't matter. We got glass sheets coming. Cool. Okay, at least we know where the glass came from now. And yep, this one. Oh, yeah, we need to figure out the wiring. So this is going to go differently. That's going to go differently. This is still going to be here, I think. And I mean, we can just run along here and connect to the circuit this way. That's better. And now we can connect to this tank. Probably not. We can't go along the bottom. We can't go up. We have to go this way. Or I move that gas sensor and then reset our logic. That's something like that. It'll be. I think I'll just go out that way and then up and around or something. Although no, we got cables there. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Do I need this many chutes here? Because there's only 4 stacks of biomass coming through at a time, and one goes straight into the chute. I don't think I need this many chutes on this system. I think a dead straight line would be fine. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 into the slot. That's 5. There's no issue. It's not going to have any trouble because it dumps them out in hundreds. It doesn't dump them out in 50s. So we're good doing it that way. Okay, so we got lots of chutes to fix up our problems out there. We'll deal with that stuff later. Let's get outside and let's try and get all this other stuff done. Take a couple of waste tanks with us. And no, we don't need anything else. Do we need our beacon on? Is there a storm? No, there isn't. Okay, out we go. Let's see how much of this we can get done. Okay, so first thing I want to do is, okay, we want to get a gas sensor out here. We want it connected onto this circuit here. Just thinking, where can we run cables? Well, I mean, we could just chuck it out here somewhere, or we can try and stick it out here. Can we run a cable through here? Yeah, we can. Okay, what type of junction is that? A 4-way corner. Really? I can only see 1, 2, 3. It must go down as well. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, it does. So it's supposed to be a 3-way corner, not a 4-way. So now it's a 3-way corner, but I wanna send it this way. Wrong cables, doofus. Okay, there we go. Because I want to get the gas sensor away from this array, because when things get hot, right next to these radiators, the temperature will be hotter than it's supposed to be. So I want to run this gas sensor a long way away, right there. Okay, and this one is just going to be called outside temp. There we go. That's the outside temperature. Okay, so that's fantastic. That's one task done. Other tasks. So I want to, okay, yeah, I think this is our water cooling, yeah, gas there. And this, okay, that's our pollutant line. And that is our 170 degree line. So we want to have 2 tanks out here. one for this thing and one for that thing, but I want them like way off. I don't want them on top of the greenhouse. I want them way out here somewhere. Um, uh, I'd rather it way out there. We also have to connect data up to, we don't need it connected to that one, but we need it connected to that one. So we'll chuck one right there to begin with, and we'll get this one here connected up to that there. And I am eating into some of my greenhouse roof here. We might have to change these cables later on, but there we go. And I need to connect this to the greenhouse circuit, so we'll just run a cable straight across there. I think that's fine. Okay, and this is one step towards full automation of my water. One step much closer. I don't want to do anything. I just want my water to automatically be created. And with this tank and the connection, we can do that now. Well, based on the way I'm planning to do it. Now I just need to connect this to a tank. Maybe we just run another tank out here somewhere. We don't want it there. We don't need data connected, but yeah, we just have to wriggle a cable, a pipe in there. We'll just go over the top. It doesn't really matter. It just needs to connect. We just want to increase that capacity. This is a temporary tank until we get a proper cooling system in place. This will have to do. Yeah, so we want to, yeah, we'll just do it like that. And we just have to bunny hop it, I guess. Go up and across. And then you're going to connect to this, and then this. Okay, this should greatly reduce the, yeah, down to 5.4. And that's our 170 tank. And this is our...
Hydration critical.
Yeah. This is where our water gets dumped on stage 2 cooling. Okay, now we need to figure out where to put in a nitrogen tank. And I think I want it out here somewhere. Probably a couple of squares out. Like, if I can find the right thingy. Something like out there would be where I'd want to put it. And I think we'll just run a line straight into the side of our greenhouse so that we can see it, and then we'll figure out how to connect to it afterwards. It's not something we're working on right now, but getting the tank in place, ready to set up a filtration machine and get this thing working is, I think, would be very beneficial. So we'll just poke this in here like this, and I think we'll get it right in the room so we can see it sticking out, and then we can figure out how to connect to it later on. Okay, so that's our future nitrogen tank for the time being. Now, this problem here, we want to connect this to our greenhouse circuit. I think maybe we just... Okay, we'll just do this. It's I know it looks kind of dumb, but it doesn't matter.
Waste tank caution.
As long as it works, that's all that matters. Okay, and now once this is connected, we can set up a monitor telling us a lot of things, like the pressure of the tank, for instance, how many moles of hydrogen we have, that kind of thing. So that would be useful, very useful information for us. The pressure is 6 megapascals, so we're fine at the moment. And we got like 15,000 moles. If you include all that with this, we got over 15,000 moles of hydrogen. That's a lot of water we can create. Okay, next problem. We want to... oh, where's the... Oh, it's there. Okay, we have to go inside to do the rest. But it looks like we're going to have a chute come out like this and connect up with this one here. So we'll just run it straight across. And yeah, and we need to put in a chute there. We have to, when we get inside, got to remember to do that. Now this is the other problem. I don't want this chute line to be like this. Um, dumb. Uh, yeah, we'll go like that. I can't see, but it was yellow, so it must be right. And we'll just run this up here like this, and we'll just run this shoot line across like that. Okay, and there we go. That's done. Okay, we need to connect that chute inside. There's a ton of work that needs to be done up there. I want to move my beacon up. Lots of stuff I need to do, but this will do for now. We've got a lot of stuff done. A lot of fiddly stuff. We've finally had the we're finally in a position where we can actually fix a lot of these things that were just slapped down stupidly to out of haste because we were under the pump. We're going to have to add to our CO2 levels. Temperature in the room is very cold, actually. I kind of want to change. I kind of want to change this temperature, make it a bit hotter in there. Let's make it. Let's boost the temperature of our oxygen. Let's just make it 22. And here's something I forgot about. I want to lower the percentage of oxygen. We've currently got it set for 40%. Let's make it not 30%, but let's make it 33%. There we go. And that way the greenhouse will be will be more CO2 rich. It gives us more time, more wriggle room. Okay, so now we've got a major tank here on this thing. The moment I start opening these valves, this is going to heat up like crazy. Now our water is, it's out of stage 2. It's in here. Oh, it just left. Okay. It's still. What's going on here? It's very cold. Okay, we got 34 liters in there. Over 34 liters in there. That's fantastic. What is happening with this thing? It's condensing. I think it's just cooling down. It's condensing and then sucking in, condensing, sucking in. Well, that's not supposed to happen. But okay, we'll just let it go. It's fine. It's not that meaningful. We got the power to handle it. Okay, this system here is great. This can we can just keep gaining more and more pressure in there for quite some time. That's fine. This thing here is going to take a massive temperature hit. I don't want to touch the temperatures right now. Oh, the temperature of this 19.7. God, this got cooled like crazy. Why is this thing below 20 degrees? This is 71, that's 120, and this is almost 170. This is not 220 though. I want to suck a bunch of this stuff into my CO2 tank and buff that up. Get our CO2 levels up to a comfortable level. So our things are turned off, right? Yeah, they are. So we can push this valve here. So this is our 32 megapascals. Let's just drop that to like 15 or so. 18. Okay, now it's 15. Okay, and we've hopefully just buffed up at 14,000 moles of stuff in our CO2 tank. Okay, that allows us to now, we, we're gonna share the capacity of these. This is gonna heat this tank up like crazy, and yeah, we've got them both to 22 megapascals. Now this is gonna heat this tank up like crazy. They're at 24 megapascals. Okay. And now this tank is going to get heated up. Oh no, it's not going to have any effect on it at all. This can be left like this. We're just sharing the capacity of these 3 tanks now with one-way valves, which is fine. They're all 23.4. That's good. We can close that off. These things can get fixed later on. Okay, now we were working on storm collection, weren't we? We got a ton of chutes left over, don't we? It's okay. I'm going to use them. Don't you worry. I got a lot of things to use chutes on. Right now, though, I want to automate our storm collection. So this one here is going to read outside temperature, and this one here is going to read tank pressure. This thing here is going to um, storm active vent. Okay, and this one here is going to compare the temperature. So um, outside temp is less than, what
Health low.
what's 400 degrees in Kelvin? It's 673 or something. 673, and there we go. Okay, that's fine. This one is tank pressure less than 40,000. So that's 40 megapascals. If this thing here exceeds 40 megapascals, it won't work anymore. And now we want one logic memory set for, what was it again? 673? 400 plus 273. And we'll actually set it as 673. And this one will be set for 40,000. And then we'll actually set it to 40,000. Okay, and now we just have to set all this stuff, and we'll have automatic collection of gas during a storm. Okay, logic reader. So we want, this is the outside temperature. So we want to find the gas sensor outside temperature. We want to read temperature. So that's the temperature outside. All good. And now this is the pressure of the tank. So we want to find the small tank, and we want to know what the pressure is, which is currently 33 megapascals. Now we don't need that one yet. Well, we could do this one. Logic compare outside temp. Wait a second. No, we want the logic gate. Yeah, which I haven't named yet. I missed this one for some reason. Logic gate. We'll just call it storm cooling. Okay, and okay, so okay, let's get the compares done. But yeah, this is supposed to be the logic gate storm cooling, and the output is the active vent cooling, and the variable is on, but we're not going to turn that on yet. We'll turn that on last. Okay, the compares. This is temperature less than 673. So we want logic reader temperature less than logic memory 673, which is false. Now we want logic reader tank pressure less than logic memory 40,000, which is true. They're both true, but it's okay. It's an AND gate, so they both have to be true to get a 1. And so this is logic compare outside temperature less than 673, logic compare tank pressure less than 4,000. We get a 0 because one of them is true and the other this one is true, but this one is false. And now finally we can run the writer. And that's it. We should have automatic collection, and if this line gets to 40,000, it will stop. That way we won't blow up anything. And one thing I would like to do is start, that's 33, that's 32, yeah, I want to open these valves. I think we open all of them except this one. I don't really want to wreck this one. But okay, let's open these valves. We should start down. Oh, I didn't want to open that one. Uh-oh. Okay, that wrecked that. Okay, well let's open all of these. It'll completely mess up all our temperatures pretty badly. 282, 326. Yeah, they're all getting wrecked pretty badly, but they'll fix themselves over time. But yeah, we need a lot more gas in this. I think when a storm hits, we open this one up and we just let it fill it up. and then we just let the whole system fix itself over time. I just wanted to leave these things intact because they're doing such a good job at the moment. But maybe I shouldn't. Uh, yeah, these ones won't make any difference. Okay, well, we got storm collection set up. Now we just have to wait for a storm. So we can just sit out here and look out the window and wait for this. Or we can have some kind of device which actually tells us when a storm is coming. And this is something I've been wanting to do. Hang on a second. Yeah, we've already got a light there. We're going to make this an LED, one of these. And that's what this light. So if you turn it on, it's just a normal light. And I'm going to leave this light on all the time as a normal light. But when there's a storm, I'm going to set up logic so this light changes to yellow if a storm is coming in, and it changes to red if there's a storm in progress. So this stays white most of the time, and it only changes. And I can't really miss that. There's no way now if I can miss that. So that's one of the plans I have. I'm going to have to get the logic for it. But yeah, okay, we've figured out a lot of fiddly bits this episode. I'm just emptying my waste tanks at the moment, if you're wondering what I'm doing. There's a heck of a lot more to do. We have to get a filtration machine onto that nitrogen and get it out of the system. But we should have kind of fixed the system. We should have buffed the percentage of CO2 by just removing a lot of the oxygen. Oh, it's still only 5.4%. And look at the nitrogen level; it's creeping up. Yeah, we gotta deal with this. I have a bit of a problem though. I've only got 22 gold left, but it's definitely a high priority for me. So an atmospherics is needed, and some nitrogen filters, iron, copper, gold. I'm gonna have to get all that set up, and I'm gonna have to get some logic as well. So there's a lot of things that I need to do. What logic am I missing here? I'm just having a quick think. Reader, writer, and a processor, and I can automate my beacon. So I just need one more I/O. And so what I'm thinking is using that proximity sensor, we can have our beacon just turn on automatically when I get too far away from base. So this is something I'd love to set up right now. It's something that we could put anywhere, like in the walls, like behind here, for instance. We can use this area in here. It's not actually that hard to do. It'd be something that I can do just really quickly as well. We need a reader and a writer. Yeah.
Hunger caution.
Logic reader. I'm gonna have to rip up the floor. We can use some space down here as well to do it. We might not have to rip up the whole floor. We'll put a writer there, a reader there, and well, we can put the processor there. Now we're going to need a logic gate for what I want to do right now. This should be a very quick circuit to set up. So, but basically, if I wanted the proximity sensor to activate something, so that's just going to be a writer. Yeah, oh, we got the writer. We need the reader. If I just want the proximity sensor to activate something when I get in range, it's simple. You just need a reader writer. But if you want it to turn something on when you want out of range, you have to invert the signal. So on means off means on. And that's what the logic gate is for. And it's just another NOR gate, just like we used with our
Health critical.
Our hydrogen system over there. And this should be a really quick setup. And it's a really nice quality of life fix. I don't have to hit a switch. I don't have to worry about forgetting to turn it on or forgetting to turn it off. Yeah, there's room here for all this. We go here, we go there. The proximity sensor is down and it's connected. And it should be very quick. Let's just see if I can get this done quickly. That should be done. And do we want to go along the top here? Oh, we have to anyway to connect into there. And did I have a straight one there? Okay, and down. Is that all the holes connected? It's hard to tell. This machine is so annoyingly in the way. No, it's not. We got to connect across here. I think that's all we need to do. And we will call this logic reader proximity. And we'll call this gate beacon. And we'll call the writer beacon. So very, very simple circuit this is. The input in the reader is going to be the proximity sensor. We just have to find that thing. There it is, proximity sensor. The variable is quantity, because there's only one of me. It'll see one. This is not connected to the main line. It's okay. I think I just need to stick a okay, that one's in place. I just think that the one below it is not. So there and there, and there we go. It's on. It's on. And okay, so yeah, so if there's something in the range, it gives me a 1. And now we want to go to the gate, and we want we can just go logic reader proximity, and an OR gate would turn it on if I'm in range. If I'm out of range, if I'm in range, it'll turn it off if I'm in range, and that's how I want it to be. So currently it reads a 0 because I'm in range. As soon as I get out of range, it'll read a 1. And then we just find that gate, logic gate beacon. The output's going to be the beacon, and the variable is going to be on. So as soon as I get out of range, that beacon should turn itself on. And it's very, very simple to test this, but we've got a bit of a problem at the moment that just needs to be quickly addressed. And it looks like all my plants are ready to be harvested. I just want to get a bit of water in me, not much, just enough to harvest all my plants. Just test the beacon really quickly to make sure it works. I'll just get this done. Okay, cool. Put our suit back on. Put the helmet back on. And that's it. The beacon should be set. And now the thing is, I can set...
Hydration critical.
With just one writer, I can set all my lights in my base to turn on when I'm in range of that proximity sensor. So, oh, there's a storm coming. Okay, well, I want to test this really quickly. Come on. Okay, so beacon, there, beacon's on. Look at that, it's on. And if I get too close, off it goes. And if I get too far away, on it goes. Brilliant, it just turns itself on automatically when I get out of range. Fantastic. Was there anything else out here that I wanted to do? Not really. I just wanted to test that. So it works. We don't need this writer switch down here anymore. We can rip that up. We don't need this attached to the beacon. We can put something else in this airlock in its place. And that's just a simple, yeah, with one single writer we can turn all our lights on as well. With one simple writer like this, we can just go logic writer and we can set it up very quickly and easily. Why did I do it that way? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, with one writer like this, I can just simply go logic reader proximity. There it is, output. Oh, no, I want a batch writer. Sorry, my mistake. Batch writer. There we go. And logic reader proximity. The output is going to be the lights round. There he is. And the variable is going to be on. And then boom, they all just turn on because I'm in range. And the moment I get out of range of these lights, like I get too far away from them, the whole lot will turn off. So basically, when I'm in my base, they can just be on. They can just be on when I'm in my base. So my base is all lit up when I'm in my base. The moment I leave my base, the base lighting just turns itself off automatically. So I can set that up if I want to. We can, if we turn this off, how do we? See, this is the problem. I don't want them on anymore. They're too bright. But anyway, that's it for this episode. I'm going to go around and turn all these lights off one by one because I would rather use, I'd rather get my entire,
Health low.
I'd rather get my entire base lighting done first before I set up that system. So we're going to turn this off. So what is, sorry, there's visual effects. This is, oh, the storm. Yeah, of course. We were expecting a storm. Ah, silly me. So yeah, the storm is on. The storm is raging. So this batch writer, I can use this thing to auto turn my lights on. Oh, so that means we've got storm cooling going on. Oh, I was about to end the episode too, but the storm cooling is huge. So this thing is activating automatically because the storm's in place, and if this pressure gets too high, it turns off. And I think we do this, and we're going to drop the pressure of everything this way. But on the other hand, it's storm gases all coming in, all rushing in, which is fine. We want to run these as well, but yeah, there's no way on earth this thing here. Oh, this thing is filling up very fast. When this thing starts to overflow past 23 megapascals, once it gets past 23 megapascals, these things are going to start to overflow as well. And as this thing gets to 40 megapascals, that's it. So I've just added a lot to the capacity of this system, and this thing here can now handle a heck of a lot more. What is it called? Degassing, furnace degassing gases, because I've got that tank in there. Okay, maybe 40 megapascals was going over the top. I don't know. It's fine. There we go. So we've got storm cooling in. So we just get a big fresh injection of gas into our system every time there's a storm. That is probably going to heat up now because of it. It doesn't matter. It'll all cool back down again afterwards. Okay, so that's working. This is switching on and off, on and off. This is a real problem. We're at 7% CO2 though, which is not bad. Pressure in the room is 107 though, which is a bit bad. We don't like that. We're gonna start pulling that nitrogen out next episode. Now I don't have to worry about that. That's just gonna sort itself out. The storm will stop. The cooling system will fix itself. We don't have to touch it. Okay. Anyway, super long episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the series still, and yeah, come back and see what happens in the next episode. And of course, oops, sorry, I just want to have a look at that. Of course, bye for now.